Hello everyone, welcome to the next lesson in Excel Mastery course. In this lesson, we will learn the powerful feature of the Excel, which is pivot table. We all must have used this particular feature many times in our life, but here in this course, let us learn about in detail, in-depth explanation about the pivot table. Basically, pivot table is one of the most powerful and intimidating function of the Excel because it helps you to summarize and make sense of large data sets. The pivot table function is most widely used in Excel because it allows you to analyze and visualize the data in various ways that will help you to provide more deep insights. It is intimidating because you are not exactly an Excel expert, but pivot table feature even resembles you as an expert because you are able to solve the complicated matters using pivot table in a more simple manner. The good news is learning how to create a pivot table in Excel is much easier than you might have been led to believe. Okay, but before this, let us walk through step-by-step process how to understand the pivot table. A pivot table is let's say it is a summary. Okay, it is summary of your data, and even you can present those particular data in a chart form. And they are particularly useful if you have a long rows and long columns because it holds values that you need to track. You can calculate sum, average, counts, and so on very much easily. In other words, pivot table they extract meaning that forms let's say a summary of the number in your screen. Let's say if you want certain summary of from the very long range of data, then in such situation also you can go with the pivot table. So in order to create a pivot table, there are some steps you need to follow. But before knowing about those steps, let us know what are the prerequisites in order to follow in order to create a pivot table. First of all, the first prerequisite is columns should not be merged. Okay, the first prerequisite is columns should not be merged, and its heading should be proper and separate. Let's see in our example over here. We can see we have a data over here. It shows the fiscal, brand, week, month, region, state, city, quantity, and amount. And as you can see, all these particular columns are separate, and even our headings are clear. What does it says that we using this particular data we can clearly make a pivot table because the first condition is our columns are separate. There is no two column merged with themselves. Let's say the week and month columns are different, they are not merged. Okay, and another thing, if you have a two column not separated but merged, then in that context also you can't create a pivot table, and there shouldn't be any blanks. Let's see, if I have a blank over here, the pivot table won't work in such cases. So you should also avoid all these sort of mistakes when you are creating pivot table. So make sure your data has no blank rows. This is the second prerequisite. Okay. Press Ctrl plus A to select the entire data. Under Insert tab, click on Pivot Table. Then you will see a dialog box that will come. Here you will need to select the data that you want to analyze and select the worksheet where you want to place your data. So let us see in the practically in our Excel. Let us place in this our data. It is still, you can see clearly, it is still row 28,604. That means we have a very long set of data over here. Let us press Ctrl plus A button to select the, as we have discussed in PPT. Click on Insert tab, and under Insert, under Tables ribbon, click Pivot Table. Once you click on Pivot Table, you can see a dialog box that will come. Under this dialog box, you need to provide two things. One is the table range, which is already selected. We have already selected a table previously. That's why the data has already been highlighted. And another is choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. Either I want pivot table in new worksheet or I can place it in existing worksheet. If I place the pivot table in existing worksheet, then I will need to provide the location where I want. And if I want it to appear in the new worksheet, then I will need to choose the new worksheet. Okay. Once I press OK button, you can see the pivot table has been generated in the new sheet. Now here, how to make pivot table? You can see we have four square boxes on the right hand side. Once we click on the pivot table, they will activate. And once you click on the Excel sheet outside of the pivot table, they will get disappear. Actually, let us click back in the pivot table so that they will appear. In order to generate the data in particular pivot table, you will need to drag and drop your your column headers in this particular square boxes. Okay, so these are under choose fields to add to report. These are the columns which we had in data. You can see fiscal, brand, week, month, region, state, city, quantity, and amount. This all together forms the column of our data. If you can see in our data over here, these are all together our header of the data, which do appear in our pivot table on the pivot table field list. Okay, now here let us understand these four boxes. What is report filter? Report filter helps us to filter the data. We will see in coming classes how it will work. What is column label? Column label arranges the data in the form of column. Row label data it arranges the data in the form of rows. While values, it performs some sort of mathematical operations. Let us say if you want the sum of data, then you can drag the values of the data in this particular cell in order to calculate sum. You can even count you can even calculate the count average of the data. So let us see. I have a brand over here. Let me click over the brand and let me drag it on the rows. You can see my brand is appearing in the rows. These are the brand. Altogether, I do have a 5 brands over here. Whereas if I look in my data, altogether these brands covers altogether 28,604 rows, and altogether their summary is I do have only 5 brands. And then let's say I will put reason in column. If I put reason in column, you can see my entire reason is appearing in column. Since the font is not clear, let me change the font. Press Ctrl A button. Under font, let us choose Calibri or let us choose Rockwell. Okay. Now since we are done with the font, now what about the values which we discussed in the before, which we discussed before. So let's say in our data, let us move to the top. You can see the sale of Zara is 54,720. This sale is represented by amount. So we will need to drag the amount column in the values field in the pivot table. So let us drag the amount cell in the values square button. Okay, if I drag it the amount on the values, you can see it is providing you the sum of the entire data. You can see the total sale of Adidas in central region was this much. Let us make the data proper by selecting the data, add the you can add you can make it in number format. You can add the comma and you can reduce the decimals as I have done in this particular data. You can see the total sale of Adidas in central region was 53 million, while in east it was 107 million. In north it was around 3 million. So it is a summary of data which I have made in my pivot table. So here even you can calculate the count. Click on the drop down. Under once you click on the drop down, you will see value field setting. Click on value field setting. Now from here you can even count. Click on count. If you will click on count and press OK button, you will see altogether Adidas has been sold 1346 times in central region, 2372 times in east region, only 84 times in north region, and so on. Even I do have a blank sales, it has been shown as a blank. So this is how we let's say generate the pivot table in Microsoft Excel. So that's all for this video, guys, and we will do few more example or related to pivot table in our next video. So see you in the next video.